Okay, so welcome back to this video, and if you've never seen this dimensioning style before, it's known as datum dimensioning. One great thing about it is that it clearly defines where 0, 0 is. So it's going to make this drawing super easy, and you can see that right here at this location is where my 0, 0 is going to be. Alright, so that's where we're going to start and kind of create and build everything from. Now the way I'm going to construct this is that yes, I'll make the outside of this. And then from that point, I'll go ahead and create each circle, right? So I'm going to create each size of circles together. So I'm going to start with these circles. And then I'll knock out my big circle. And all of those, and the reason I'm doing this is really because all of these are on the exact same line here. So it's going to keep everything kind of simple for me there. I'll get used to typing in the 22.5. And then with the outside big circles, I'll go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to kind of look over the drawing and verify. And it's telling me that I have two diameters, which have a diameter of 6. And that's going to be these two circles. So I have two circles with a diameter of 6. I have 4 circles with a diameter of 9. And I can see that are the ones on the outside. And I have one big circle on the inside in the middle. All right. So enough for me talking about it. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so in AutoCAD, let's go ahead and start off doing our normal stuff. Let's turn this grid off. Everything is kind of going to be in a straight line, so I'll go ahead and turn ortho on, and I do verify that my dynamic input is turned on. Alright, now you're going to find out a little bit later that it's going to be a lot easier to use another command, which is a rectangle command. But for now, we're going to create these with lines. And we can decide if we want to just start at our origin here, which is 0, 0, and I'm just going to pan and move that up a little bit. So I can decide if I just want to automatically start at 0, 0 and kind of build off of this, or we can move our UCS. So let's go with this one. Let's go ahead and start at 0, 0. So let's go line. I'll go type in my first point. Remember that this is an absolute coordinate, so 0, 0, enter. And then I'll type in my next coordinate. So I want to aim this direction. And it looks like I prematurely clicked. I'm going to aim in this direction, and I'll type in 55. Kind of scroll out a little bit, pan over a little bit, go up, 45, to the left, 55, and C to close it. All right. So I just wanted you to make sure that you know where those dimensions come from. So you can see that going this direction, it starts at 0, and all the way over, it reaches a number of 55. So that's the length of that line. And for my vertical lines going up, you can see that it tells me all the way here at the top is going to be 45. So that's where I got those numbers from. I know 55 is going to be my horizontal. My vertical dimensions should be sitting at 45. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is just start building those two little circles that's going to be out here. And then I'll create the one that's in the middle. I will start with a circle, center diameter. And right now it's asking me for those absolute coordinates. So remember that our first circle starts, and it looks like we did miss a dimension on our drawing. And you can see that here. So this dimension here, which is missing right now, happens to be 10. Okay? So we'll keep that number in mind, and I don't see any other dimensions that are missing off of the drawing. But that dimension is 10. So we need to locate our circle. So that first coordinate is going to be 10, comma, and we need to tell it how high to go up, which is 22.5. Enter. And that defines the center of the circle. And remember that I'm looking at my command line right now. It's asking me to specify the radius of the circle or diameter. Well, I can go ahead and simply click on diameter. And it's going to switch over and say specify diameter of circle. So this one, remember we counted those before. This has a diameter of 6. Okay, I'm just going to leave my hand off the mouse. I'm just going to keep right on going. And I'm kind of going to train you to do this so that way you're not always going back up and clicking things. This will really help your keystroke. All right, so go ahead and hit enter again. That takes us back to the circle command. I'll type in the next coordinates, which in this case is going to be 45, comma, 22.5, enter. And it's the exact same size circle as our last one. So go ahead and hit enter. All right, I'll hit the enter button again just to take me back. And now if you're kind of losing track, always look down at your command line and make sure that you know where you are. So I'm back in the circle command. It's asking me to specify the center of that circle. So this one is 27.5, comma, 22.5, enter. Now this one will be different. So I'm just going to type D, and that's going to stand for diameter. So I'm going to go D, enter, and the diameter of this circle is 16, enter. All right. Once again, I'm not touching the mouse. I'm not going back up there and constantly clicking on things. I'll go back and hit the enter button. That takes me back to the circle command, and you can see on my command line it's asking me specify the center. So my next circle is going to be at 15, comma, 10, enter. This one has a different diameter, so I'll type in D, enter, and that's going to change it to a diameter, and these ones have a diameter of 6, enter. And I'm just going to hit the enter button again. Oh, I am so sorry. That diameter is 9. So I do have to go ahead and erase this one. So I'm going to delete this one. And I'll go back and use my circle center diameter. And I'll type that in again. So that's going to be 15, comma, 10, enter. And it has a diameter, so D, enter, 9. Okay. Now I'll hit the enter button. I'm just going to take my hand off the mouse again, and I'll start typing in these coordinates. The next one is going to be at 40, comma, 10, enter. Exact same size diameter as I just created, so just go ahead and hit enter. Then I'll hit the enter button again, and once again, I'm just looking down on my command line here, and it's taking me back to the circle, specify the center. This one is going to be located at 15, comma, 35, enter. And you can see that it's asking me for a radius, but it's the exact same size circle as I did before. So just hit enter. Hit the enter button one more time. That takes us back to the circle. Let's go ahead and specify the center of this circle, which is going to be 40, comma, 35, enter. It's got its center now. Go ahead and hit the enter button again since it's the exact same size circle. Okay, so that's kind of a rough and quick way of creating a drawing like this. One thing I always want to make sure that you notice is that these circles of same sizes, it's a lot easier always to do those all together as a group, because as you can see, it just saves me from going back up there and clicking. It minimizes my mouse time and maximizes my keystroke. So you can see we knocked that drawing out in about 5 minutes. So I always like to group things, and it's kind of the way my mind works. And once again, I hope you enjoyed this one. So if you like more videos like this, please consider subscribing or comment, or if there's something you want to see me do, or if I left out something or you just don't understand it, please leave me a comment and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.